from Augusta with a First Alert weather update.
Hey there, good morning. Thanks for joining us. I'm Nick Proto.
And I'm Ashley Campbell. We have got the man of the hour here next to us, Tim Strong, where all eyes are on this forecast coming up.
It really hasn't changed within the past 24 hours, other than some counties being added to the winter storm warning and the winter weather advisory. We're tracking a lot of snow coming in to be above freezing, a whole lot for today, more after 2 p.m. So we'll track that in the First Alert Weather Day and much more in just a bit, 6:02.
Department of Transportation crews in Georgia and South Carolina went straight to work the last 2 days, preparing the roads for those who have to drive during this dangerous cold.
And this meant putting down brine on high traffic areas.
GDOT staffed crews around the clock to get the roads ready for this round of winter weather. They started early because they can't treat the roads with brine if the road temperature is less than 20 degrees. Brine is a mixture of salt and water. Now they're asking you to be cautious on the roads, and if you don't have to drive, they're asking you to just stay home.
Just be very, very careful. One thing I'd say is just limit using the gas pedal. Not limit, but just be very gradual and gentle with that gas pedal and brake pedal. Don't be sudden. Leave lots of following distance too. That'll really help you out a lot.
They say if you do have to be out, watch out for slush and ice that can form between the lanes or on the shoulder. Some area schools are going to be impacted by this incoming weather. Schools there are districts that we know are going to meet online. You got Richmond County, they're going to have an e-learning day today. Officials say teachers will share assignments on Canvas for the older students, Seesaw for the little ones. Parents, they're encouraging you to have your kids do their schoolwork this morning in case there are weather impacts this afternoon. Washington County will have at-home days today and tomorrow. On the South Carolina side, Allendale County will also have 2 e-learning days. Their district leaders say buses will deliver meals this morning in the county, so watch out for those between 9 and 11 a.m. Tall Pines STEM Academy will go virtual today and tomorrow as well.
And these are the schools that will release early today. We're going to start off with schedules in Georgia. Columbia County will dismiss elementary students at 12:10 p.m., middle schoolers at 11 a.m., then high schoolers at 11:05 a.m. In Burke County, special needs students will be released at 12:30 p.m. District leaders say middle and high schools will get to go at 1 o'clock, then primary and elementary schools a half hour later. Tomorrow will be a learn from home day just for Burke County. Emmanuel County has this schedule for early release. Pre-K and ELC kids is at 11:50 a.m. Special education, alternative school, and River Quest is at noon. 12:15 is when primary and elementary schools can go, and then 12:30 is for middle and high schools. The district will be closed tomorrow.
All schools from Glasscock and Jefferson counties dismiss at noon. In Jenkins County, the district expects car rides to be dismissed around 12:50. The buses will leave at 1 o'clock. Warren County schools will leave by 1:15 p.m. As for who's virtual and who's closed tomorrow, Glasscock County students will report online. Jefferson, Jenkins, and Warren counties will be closed.
In South Carolina, Aiken County Public Schools will stagger dismissal schedules. Elementary is at 11:30 a.m. Middle schools are at 12:10 p.m. High schools are about 20 minutes later. Barnwell County says early dismissal will be based on its school's individual schedules.
Orangeburg County schools will let elementary kids leave at 11 a.m., middle schools at 11:30, and high schools between 11:30 and noon. All Bamberg County students will be released at 11:30.
In Aiken County, Ridge Spring, Monetta, and Busby Elementaries dismiss at 11:55 a.m. A.L. Corbett Middle, Wagner, Sally High, and the Aiken Scholars Academy will be released at noon. Then Ridge Spring, Monetta Middle, and high schools will let out at 12:15 and 12:20 p.m. The Center for Innovative Learning dismisses at 1:30 p.m. There will be no afternoon classes at the Career and Technology Center today.
And McDuffie's schedule here, Deering Elementary and Sand Hills dismiss at 11 o'clock. Special education buses will take kids home at 11:15. Thompson McDuffie Middle leaves at 11:20, and Thompson High 5 minutes later. The McDuffie County Achievement Center, Maxwell Elementary, Thompson Elementary, and R.L. Norris Elementary leave at 11:30. Do you get all that? Of course. course not. There's about 1 million schools there, but don't worry, we've got it all listed for you on the website. Here on the main page, you see this orange closing and delays. That's right when you pop up WRDW.com. That'll take you right to this article, and if you scroll down a tiny bit, you'll see all the closings here for all of our school districts as well as our local colleges, and it has for today and for what we know of tomorrow as well. So if they've got the next 2 days of statuses out, we'll put that there too, and all the different schools. So again, this is on our website, WRDW.com. Just click on this orange closings and delays banner, and that'll take you right here to all the schools in our area.
And there are 3 districts that decided not to change its schedules today. That's Edgefield, McCormick, and Screven counties. Edgefield County leaders are anticipating an e-learning day tomorrow, but right now there is no word if that's set in stone. The Screven County School District says all after-school activities except for PACE and SCES are canceled. Of course, we're going to keep you updated with any announcements made right here during our newscast as well as online.
And all college classes will be remote for the following campuses: Aiken Tech, Augusta Tech, Augusta University, and Payne College. We'll see what their plans will be for tomorrow.
Overnight shelters in Augusta will be open during this time. There's going to be free bus rides to the Augusta Rescue Mission, Garden City Rescue Mission, and the Salvation Army Center of Hope. Now, when this winter mix recently happened, city leaders decided not to require ID checks for access. To get a ride, you can go to the Broad Street Transfer Facility or the May Park Community Center. The service runs from 3 to 8 p.m.
If you need a ride to one of the pickup locations, just call 706-821-1719 before 8 o'clock to arrange one. The city plans not to open additional centers unless their partner shelters reach full capacity. At this time, those partners are not or are expected to notify leaders if that happens.
The city of Augusta also has daytime centers available. However, you will not be able to get a free ride to those. We do have the full list on WRDW.com. It's under the article called List CSRA Warming Shelters to Escape the Winter Weather. That's what it looks like right there on our website. So real easy to find. We usually have a lot of them on our homepage. We do include the center's numbers and times. The Screven County Courtroom is also considering a warming shelter. That's going to be open at 6 o'clock each night until Thursday.
And if you ever need an update on the forecast, you can get our First Alert weather app. That code is on your screen there. You can just scan it with your phone camera. That'll take you right to the App Store so you can download it. You'll get real-time push notifications on the weather around you.
We're told phones are already ringing off the hook at Coolray in Atlanta. Plumbers and HVAC technicians across Metro Atlanta say homes and businesses are bound to see pipes that burst and broken heaters because of the below freezing temps. So experts are sharing some tips to help keep these things from happening to you.
If you've got a kitchen or a bathroom that is located on an exterior wall of your home, keep those faucets dripping. Moving water freezes far slower than still water. So if you can keep water moving through those pipes, hot and cold, then you stand a greater chance of that water not freezing on you in the pipe.
He says you can also keep your bathroom and kitchen cabinets open to allow more heat to flow towards your pipes. Coolray recommends setting your thermostat to the low 70s this week. Experts say that'll keep your home warm enough without overwhelming your HVAC system. Another easy way to make sure that your heat stays on is to change your air filters.
We do have an update to an Aiken County shooting we first brought you as breaking news yesterday morning. The Aiken County Coroner's Office says one woman died. It happened at the American Hearth Inn on Richland Avenue West around 4:40. The scene was still active when our crew got there nearly 3 hours later. The coroner's office identifying that victim as Naisha Dowling of Aiken. Deputies say they found her shot dead in a room. An autopsy will be done in Newberry.
Right now, the Burke and Richmond County Sheriff's Offices are working hand in hand to hunt down a third armed robbery suspect. The Burke County Sheriff's Office says Terry McClennan is still on the run after the shooting death of a Richmond County smoke shop owner. The second suspect, Antoine Herndon, was arrested Sunday. Authorities say that Herndon gave investigators enough information to charge him in connection to that deadly armed robbery of Abdallah Rubeya. He's being held at the Burke County Jail while he waits to be sent to Richmond County. The first suspect, 22-year-old Terrence Walker, was arrested the night of the shooting. If you have any information on McClennan or this shooting, call the Burke County Sheriff's Office.
Well, coming up here, weather alerts talking about the winter storm warning expanded and the winter weather advisory across the entire viewing area that will kick in this afternoon and go through early tomorrow morning. We're tracking snow totals and local impacts when we come back.
The legacy of a prominent civil rights activist and minister still lives on today. A recap of local communities honoring Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and his fight for change right after the break.
After an accident, consider this. Insurance companies track the results of law firms. They know which ones ignore lowball offers and file lawsuits, and which ones have never seen the inside of a courtroom. If your lawyer has a reputation for settling cheap, what kind of offer do you think you'll get? I'm Austin Jackson. At my law firm, insurance companies respect us because we stand up for our clients. Injured? Call Austin Jackson, the Augusta guy. 706-724-7224.
Want to instantly look more
Reach your best health by scheduling an appointment today.
You can enjoy the zen when George Sink Injury Lawyers is on your side. Don't worry. Let us do the heavy lifting. Hurt? Call all nines now.
Thank you for watching News 12 on your side.
Don't try to weather your...
Live from Augusta with a First Alert weather update.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us. I'm Nick Proto.
And I'm Ashley Campbell. It is a major day as far as snow, freezing temps. Let's go ahead and send it straight to your First Alert meteorologist, Tim Strong, who's got more on that for us.
Yeah, we do. We don't have significant impacts as far as road conditions deteriorating yet, but that will likely occur as that snow will be tracking across a lot of the deep south. We can look at the radar now into about a 33, 34 mark for a short period of time, but notice as we start moving into the late afternoon hours is where we'll notice the snow becoming more and more of an impact and a travel hazard. So we'll have much more on the full forecast over the next several days coming up shortly. 6:32, guys.
This morning, Georgia and South Carolina crews are making their presence known on state roads as they continue to brine operations.
That's to keep you safe in case you have any reason to drive and to prevent the snow and ice from sticking around. Your Taylor Martin joins us live in the newsroom as all eyes are centered on the
Well, the Georgia Department of Transportation staffed crews around the clock to get the roads prepared for this round of winter weather. Now, they started early because they can't treat the roads with brine if the road temperature is less than 20 degrees. Now, brine is a mixture of salt and water. Now they're asking you to be cautious on the roads, and if you don't have to drive, they're asking you to stay home.
Back at least 100 feet from the pickup truck that's trailing the brine trucks. That salty stuff can get on your car. You don't want that to happen.
If you do have to be out, watch out for slush and ice that can form between lanes or on the shoulder.
Heads up, parents, we have a number of school changes that you need to be aware of this morning. On your screen now, the only school district that's closed today, Tolliver County. Now, several school districts and colleges will host virtual learning today. We have those listed on your screen right now. Richmond County, Allendale County, Tall Pines STEM Academy, Washington County, Aiken and Augusta Tech, Augusta University, and Payne College.
Several school districts will release early today. Columbia County elementary schools will dismiss at 12:10. Middle will dismiss at 11, and high school will dismiss at 11:05. Aiken County elementary schools will dismiss at 11:30. Middle at 12:10, and high school will dismiss at 12:30. Edgefield County elementary schools will dismiss at 11. Middle at 11:45, and high school at noon.
Burke County middle and high schools will dismiss at 1, while primary and elementary schools will dismiss at 1:30. Bamberg County schools will dismiss at 11:30. Jefferson County schools will dismiss at noon. Warren County schools will dismiss at 1:15, and Wilkes County will dismiss at 11:30. And some school districts are not making any changes to their class schedules for today. That is Edgefield and Screven County. And in just the last few minutes, McCormick County schools say they are going to be switching to early release. All students will be released at 11:30 this morning and get lunch before they go. Plus, tomorrow will be an e-learning day for them.
A majority of our school districts have canceled all after-school activities. Those districts include Aiken, Columbia, Richmond, Allendale, Edgefield, and Washington counties. Now, we know we have just thrown a lot of information at you, so if you are worried that you may have missed something or you didn't hear your school district, you can go ahead and scan this code right there on your screen and then select the schools article. It's going to show you the full list of updates on our website so far, and of course we're continuing to keep that page updated all throughout the day.
Keeping warm can be a struggle for many people right now, and if that's you, here are some resources. On your screen, a list of overnight warming centers where you can stay for free. Augusta Rescue Mission, Garden City Rescue Mission, and the Salvation Army Center of Hope. The Augusta Transit will pick you up from the Broad Street Transfer Facility or May Park Community Center to get to those centers.
And if you do need a place to keep warm during the day, you do have options that are right here on your screen. Diamond Lakes Park, Warren Road Center, and Henry Brigham Center. The city is not offering free rides to these locations. Scrubbing County Sheriff's Office are going to open a warming center in its courtroom from 6 o'clock each night to 8 o'clock the next morning. This is until Thursday. Now, at this time, you do not need your ID to get in these shelters. Again, we do have that code right there on your screen, so be sure to scan it for more information on shelters, weather, and more. And as we brace for freezing temps, now is the time to take out that phone again and go ahead and scan this code on your screen. It's going to take you to an app store. You can download our free First Alert weather app. You're going to get real-time push notifications on the weather. You can also adjust it to your specific needs.
Looking at weather alerts that have continued to expand since early this morning, a winter weather advisory, winter storm warning, widespread across the CSRA. We're going to come back and talk impacts here locally and what we can expect the rest of today next.
Plus, a nationwide bird flu plague impacting chicken coops right here in Georgia. How the state is fighting to stop the disease from growing just ahead.
Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com.
We all hope for a world of longer, healthier lives. To overcome today's biggest health challenges and accelerate that future, each of us needs to be part of the progress. Together, we can be a relentless force for building longer, healthier lives in the CSRA. Join News 1226 and the American Heart Association on Friday, February 7th for the 2025 CSRA Heart Ball. Reserve your seats today at heart.org/CSRA Heart Ball.
Now, your First Alert weather with meteorologist Tim Strong.
All right, big day here, sub-freezing temperatures in the 20s right now. All the precipitation moving across the deep south in the form of snow. We're tracking it on radar network. Some of that might be starting to move in.
A nationwide bird flu outbreak putting one commercial poultry operation in North Georgia on lockdown. Georgia State House reporter Abby Casoris explains how the state is working to keep this highly contagious disease from spreading.
Ashley Neal shows off her flock of chickens.
That's dumpling. And then Butters is in the very back.
They lay the eggs her family eats every morning.
It's a little scary knowing that it's here in Georgia.
An outbreak of highly pathogenic avian influenza reported last week in the first commercial operation in Georgia, an hour east of Atlanta in Elbert County. Avian influenza is very contagious. It can wipe out entire flocks in a matter of days. Neal is taking precautions, changing her shoes before going inside, washing her hands, because while uncommon, it can spread to humans.
It's not only their health, but our health too.
Georgia is the top poultry producer in the U.S. Avian influenza poses a major threat to Georgia's ag economy. A major outbreak would make it harder to find poultry products in the grocery store. Ag Commissioner Tyler Harper says containment and elimination is key.
Utilize our law enforcement unit here at the department to set up a biosecurity perimeter that to control access in and out of that area to ensure there's no further spread.
Harper is working out of his department's Emergency Operations Center. For biosecurity measures, they can't give the exact location of the current case, but shares the particular poultry operation is near several others. The site with a confirmed case had about 45,000 broilers. Broilers, chickens essentially raised for their meat. Harper says all poultry is inspected and tested. He says everything you'd find in the store is safe.
That they can have confidence in the food supply. Matter of fact, the last 3 days I've ate chicken about every day myself while we've been operating this operational response. So we are confident and secure in the food supply.
In Atlanta, I'm Abby Kasouris.
A bill named for the Augusta University student